Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo Bowl. Today, the Alamo Bowl will host the first round action for the Central Region in the First 32. Today, number 2 Oklahoma will take on number 7 Indiana in a 2 versus 7 matchup, which is sure to not be close whatsoever. You've got Oklahoma, who should be undefeated at this point in time, but not for giving up a 20-point lead in the third quarter to South Carolina. You have Indiana, who basically is just another team they fit in to make 32 teams. You've got David and Goliath, but David doesn't have a slingshot or a rock. Here comes the Alamo Bowl coming at you. So Peter Payne's going to come out for the Indiana Hoosiers and offense in the shotgun. And bark out the signal. It's going to be the first play of the Alamo Bowl right here. Fake handoff to... Oh, nice throw down the sidelines to Marcus Hollis. And that's a good way to get a start of the drive, and it's a bad way for a commentator to start off the series. So Peter Payne. Now first down again. Fake handoff to White. He's looking. He's got plenty of time. He's going to take off. There's a spy right there, and he's going to be taken down by number 53, Paul Irvin. So one of the nice things about this game is the fact that the quarterbacks have their excuses for throwing picks. They look just like each other. It's basically a spring game if you look at it. Indiana 3rd and 9 from their own 38-yard line. Hollis leads them out. Or Payne, sorry. Payne drops back, got a little pressure. Going to throw to a man who was open, but he cannot connect with wide receiver Hollis. That's Marcus Hollis right there. And they're going to have to punt the ball. 4th and 9. So don't expect this to be a very close game. You've got Indiana, who has a below-average roster, versus Oklahoma, who, as we said before, was basically a quarter away. They didn't start losing that 20. They had that 20-point lead late in the third quarter, so they were a mere quarter and a quarter from being undefeated right now. Very tough South Carolina team that they lost to, but still. And Brigham's going to run with the ball. Brigham's going to be out to the 45-yard line. Scott Brigham, quarterback for Oklahoma. Extremely good passer, extremely good runner. He will give the defense fits today. He gave South Carolina defense fits, and that is the best in the nation. Tight end goes in motion. The handoff is to Anthony Harper, and he takes it 7 yards for second down and 3. Oklahoma's going to start running hurry up here. Brigham looks to the sidelines for a play. Sends his man in motion. That's Outlaw. He's going to throw this time. It's going to be to Love, the big lumbering tight end. And Scott Love down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Oklahoma definitely is a contender for a championship. They'd be one of the outside contenders. And their region, which houses Ohio State and South Carolina, is going to be a little problem. Another pass to Love. Love carries 3 people down to the 25-yard line. So not only is Oklahoma not the best team, they are also in a region with 2 other very good teams, if not an elite team in Ohio State. That's going to be a little tricky. Fake handoff. He's going to pass to Brigham again, going to get to Love. That's 3 receptions, and it looks like they're going to enjoy this tight end linebacker matchup. Love is probably the best tight end in the nation. And if you got the best tight end in the nation, why wouldn't you continue going to him? This time it's going to be a handoff, and Anthony Harper breaks one tackle but can't get away from another, and he's going to be stopped short of even the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Oklahoma's one drawback is they're not good at running the ball. 3 tight ends set for Oklahoma. The future of football, maybe not. Little pitch to the outside, and the backup, Steven Richardson, cannot get anywhere. He's going to force a 4th and 3. And all those lovers of the spread offense basically said, see, that is why that is going the way of the dinosaur. But in actuality, it's just the fact that Oklahoma can't run the ball to save their life. I can guarantee if the Georgia Bulldogs did that, you would see a wide open, gaping hole, along with Ohio State would have been able to do the same thing. So here's a kickoff, taken at the 1-yard line. Indiana's going to return it up to the 23-yard line. Indiana takes over the second time today, down only 3. It could have been worse. Peter Payne in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's actually just going to run the ball, and nice. That's a very nice stop there by the linebacker coming up to fill that, not to fill the gap, but to take down the quarterback before he can go anywhere. Part of what's going to happen, part of what happens in college football is when you have such mobile quarterback, and that is Michael Thomas again making a play. Part of what's happening, you need a smart, aggressive linebacker or strong safety, whoever you're going to pick to spy the quarterback. He's got to be smart, he's got to be aggressive, and you stopping that quarterback has a lot to do with it. And this time, Peter Payne's going to be sacked. Had a lot of time, but it was enough time for the defensive end to get through and take him down. So far, Oklahoma's defense showing their stuff. Whoa. Oklahoma got in there. Almost looked like they were going to take it off the foot. Good field position for Brigham and crew as he leads the Sooners out there after just getting a field goal on the last drive as it stalled out after 2 straight runs went nowhere. Brigham's going to send Love in motion. Drop back. He's going to throw. And that is almost picked by the middle linebacker, Mario Jones. Three wide receivers to the right. Love just to the tight end of the bottom. They're going to go for Love. Love's going to get it inside the 40-yard line, and that's going to be his 4th reception on the day. And Love is just picking the defense apart. Brigham looks at the sidelines to get a play. And drop back. He's going to throw again. He's going to throw this time. I don't think he was looking for Love. I think he's just looking for throwing the ball away. And yes, looking for Love in all the wrong places is going through my head right now. And there's going to be no way that I'll be able to do anything but think of that throughout this entire game. Good news is I refuse to sing, at least for now. The throw wide open is Joseph Bailey. Joseph Bailey made a little comeback route at the sticks. Got his man turned around, was wide open for a nice 12-yard catch, and got Oklahoma down to the 26-yard line. Love in motion. Once again, Brigham drops back, throws. He's got this other big tight end, Nick Moses. 10-yard reception. So between the 2 tight ends, I think Brigham's going to be very happy today. Indiana has not been able to cover him. In fact, actually, Indiana didn't even cover the wide receivers. The only thing Indiana's been able to do is right there. Stop the run. It's going to be interesting when you tally up the end the total stats of the game, and you see 600 yards passing and minus 5 yards running for Oklahoma. There's going to be a draw to Harper. Harper's going to break one tackle and get taken down from behind. A little 4-yard gain there. Sets up 3rd and 8. They don't want to have to settle for another field goal. Brigham calling out the signals. Brigham looks. He drops back. He throws, and that is going to be Joseph Bailey for a touchdown. Very nice concentration and a sidelines route. I'm not quite sure where the defensive back was, but let's take a look at this one. So that's Bailey at the bottom of your screen. He's going to take an inside release. Warren's going to stay with him. And then his own man, safety King, is going to pick him and leave Bailey wide open on the sidelines for a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
And now we're going to have a review. I don't know why. There was plenty. He's got 2 feet down. He almost has a third. Complete control the entire time.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, Oklahoma increases their lead to 10 after that beautiful catch. It was good concentration on the sidelines. I don't want to take anything away from it. It was wide open. You know, it was an easy pitch and catch, but it was on the sidelines. It does take some concentration, some athleticism. Get your feet down even when you are wide open. A little look at the offensive stats right now. I really don't think that Indiana really wants to look at it. Big old 1 first down. This is their 3rd drive. It is 10-0. 2:28 left to go in the first quarter. And there's a throw to... Oh! Just cannot hang on to it. Receiver had it in his hands and just could not hold on to it. That would be Marcus Halls who had it in his hands. Payne drops back. He throws. This time it's going to be to number 81, Phil Green. Phil Green for a 13-yard reception gives Indiana their 2nd first down of the game. Trying to spark something right now. Fake handoff. They're going to do a little pitch. That's Payne. Payne's going to keep it all and get first down out of the... All right, so 2 first downs. Moving the ball on their own 44-yard line. There's a handoff to Harper. Harper's going to get... White, sorry. Harper's Oklahoma's running back. Uniforms are getting to me. Second down and 8. Empty set. Payne drops back, and he will get the Payne on him. The guard tried to get over, tried to pick up the blitzing safety, but just could not get over there in time. And he's just driven into the ground. Actually, that's a corner, Nate Kelly. Third and 6. Indiana started getting something done. Needs to convert here to continue the momentum. Try to keep the ball out of Oklahoma's hands. Here comes the pressure. And he throws. Nobody picked up the guy. And look at this. Richard White down to the 50-yard line will not pick up the first down. Beautiful play by Payne. Keeping the play alive by breaking 2 tackles and kicking it out to the screen pass. White just barely cannot pick up the first down. So it's going to be Oklahoma's ball here. 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And we are hoping this thing doesn't turn into a blowout early. Bring him in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Hand off to Harper, and Harper goes nowhere. The only thing Indiana can do right now is stop the run. Brigham looks like he's going to throw. 2nd and 4, the little pressure. He's going to ditch it off, and that's going to be Moses. Moses is going to take 2 people with him. He will bring up a 3rd and 4. That is manageable, to say the least. Drops back, he looks, and he's going to get blindsided. Absolutely beautiful blindside move by Lawson. Just was not picked up, and that's going to end the first quarter. The score, Oklahoma 10, Indiana nothing. Oklahoma will be punting when we come back. So, Oklahoma punting for the first time today. And they've so far done what they need to do here against Indiana. Indiana will actually have pretty good field position here. As Brad Williams gets up to about their own 44-yard line. So Indiana gets to start about where they finished their last drive. Going to run a little option. That's Payne just going to get thrown down. Woo! That is a big boy throwing you around like that. Oklahoma's got a good defense. Mostly their stars are in their secondary. Zach Cadwell, Ben Jordan, these are 2 great cover corners. And here comes Payne. He's going to throw, and he's going to be nowhere near his man. And that was intended for Marcus Hollis.
That brings up 3rd and 14.
The interesting thing about Oklahoma, they have good cover corners. Not only, oh my! And you've got a blitz from number 39, Eric Bryant, just coming in with some speed. And believe it or not, that's actually who we were going to talk about. He is their nickel cornerback. He is a true freshman, and he is already an All-American. So not only do they have talent, but they're young in places. All right, folks. Oklahoma's going to take over for the 4th time today. Got 3 receivers down at the bottom of your screen. Love at the top. He's going to throw for Love and just overthrow him. Brigham's had a good start so far today, but mostly because he's been able to connect with Love the entire first quarter. Screen pass to Harper. Good block there. 2 good blocks. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, and he finally will be knocked out of bounds by the safety. And you're going to get a clip. I don't know who actually clipped. I don't know who or why they're calling that.
Still 2nd down.
We're going to take a look, see what we see. All right, so the left of your screen is number 63. He's the man that's going to be called for the clip, and this is what they're going to call for the clip. I wouldn't call that a clip. I would not call that a clip at all. Even right there, I still say it's a side block. So a big screen pass called back for a clip. It's going to be 2nd and 21. Brigham throws. Got Love again down at the 44-yard line. So once again, he's going to continue going to Love. Brigham looks to the sidelines for the play. Drops back. He looks. 3rd and 4. He's going to find his man. This time it's going to be Drew Outlaw. Got to get a receiver in there finally. 10 for 13, 115 yards. Most of it has gone Love or Moses' way. There's going to be a handoff to Harper, and Harper's going to be stuffed. Tell me another thing I haven't seen today. Joshua Lawson. Joshua Lawson is a very good defensive player for Indiana's right end. There you go. Brigham drops back on 2nd 11. He's going to throw, and that is going to be complete to Brandon Joseph. Joseph, who caught a touchdown earlier, has now picked up another big catch to give Oklahoma a first down on Indiana's 33-yard line. Quick little route out to Joseph again. This time he's going to go nowhere. Hurry up, even though you didn't get more than an inch. Let's do it anyways. Catch him off guard. 3 wide receivers to the left. Single wide receiver down to the right bottom of the screen. And that's going to be Brandon Joseph. 5-yard catch. Little out pattern. Safe little out pattern. Gets out of bounds. 5:17 left to go in the second half. In the first half, sorry. Brigham's got 3 receivers down. And he's going to come out. He's going to get a little pressure. That's going to leave a man open, and that is going to be no idea. Brandon Joseph again. Should have just said his name. 4 catches today. Good catch. Turning backwards is thrown behind him. He was able to dance backwards. Drew Outlaw, Brandon Joseph at the bottom of your screen. I would watch there for a quick pass. Brigham drops back. He looks. He's going to look the other way, and this time it's going to be Brandon Grant. For a 6-yard completion. 2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line. He's got 3 receivers out to the right. Outlaw and Joseph are going to quarterback read, and that Brigham's just going to walk in. Just absolutely going to walk in. So Oklahoma increases their lead to 17-0. Yeah, and we're going to have to see something out of the Indiana Hoosiers here to get any bit excited that this might be a game. There's the kick taken back on about his own 3-yard line. Can only get up to the 23-yard line. So Payne takes the field, and he has felt some pain today. He has definitely felt some pain. If it hasn't been Michael Thomas laying the wood on him, if he tries to run, it's been a defensive end that's hitting him. Payne will drop back, only 3 rushes, but will find an open man. Brad Williams for a 9-yard gain. Setting up 2nd and inches for the Indiana Hoosiers. They've got to just start getting in the groove here. 17 points is a lot. Payne tries a quarterback read, can't get to the outside. Is absolutely stuffed by big old number 97, Luis Horn. $17 points. You know, if you're better than the other team, 17 points is still a good amount. But if you are this outmatched, 17 points is almost 30 points in an even match game. I'm telling you, it is that bad. You have to come out at halftime and force turnover after turnover to come back from a 17-point lead against a team that is far superior than you in the talent pool. So we're just going to look at Scott Brigham's numbers. Whether it's the first quarter, second quarter, it's been fairly even. He's had a very good day throwing the ball, a good day running the ball. And you can tell he is for real. Brigham's going to hand off to Harper, and that's actually not Harper. That's Steven Richardson. So Harper, I don't know if he's hurt or if they just decided to sit him on the bench because he's been completely ineffective. But that is the way it is. Richardson's in the game. Brigham's going to throw. He's going to throw to Love. Love's going to get inside the 45-yard line to Indiana's 43-yard line. 6 receptions, 76 yards. And at this point, you might just be wondering how many yards and catches is Love going to get today. Moses, as you can see, playing the slot. Love in motion to the other side of the formation. Brigham's going to throw, and he's going to basically hit number 86, Joseph Bailey right in the hands of the, as 85, sorry, Brandon Joseph. And he drops it, unfortunately. Brigham dropping back. He looks, he throws. He was going for Bailey this time, and he just overthrows him. Going to make it 3rd and 10. Indiana happy for just about no apparent reason. But they gotta find a spark somewhere. Brings him drop back on a screen. The screen there is going to be everyone out there for Indiana. And he's going nowhere. Mario Jones and the cornerback McLeod came up, made the play, rode him out of bounds for no gain. And it's 4th and 10, Oklahoma punting again. Whoa, and the ball takes a very nice bounce. But they are unable to keep it out of the end zone. That almost was, the situation almost went from very bad to, yeah, let's just pack up and get out of here. I can't imagine right now having to snap the ball from a 1-foot line. There's Payne, little pass to the back to little pass to the back. That's Jackson. Gets no yards. Payne 5 for 10 for 48 yards. That's not a good start here. We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from halftime. Payne drops back. He looks. He throws. He got his man. That's Jeff Beck for a 5-yard reception. 3rd and 5. All right. 3rd and 5. You got to pick this up. 3rd and 5 from the 25. You got to pick this up. Payne drops back. He looks. He throws. He's got his man. One-hand reception by Phil Green. That's a 1st down. And Indiana has got to start doing it. Come on. Let's get some motion. Let's get some emotion to get you some momentum. Come on. 2 minutes left to go. Calling out the signals. Payne's going to look. He's going to run for it. And this time he's actually going to get some yardage. Michael Thomas tries to catch up to him, but I guess got caught flat-footed. And Payne gets 8 yards. All right, come on. You got 2 yards to pick up the 1st down. Minute 52, you got plenty of time. Here we go. Payne drops back. He looks. He throws over center to his back. That's Jackson. Jackson's going to get himself crossed midfield and into Oklahoma territory. And Indiana is in Oklahoma territory for the first time today. All right, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Payne in the shotgun. Drops back. He's looking. He's got time, but he's going to run anyways. And it's going to be, once again, Michael Thomas taking him down. Michael Thomas has been spying on him the whole time. This time, Michael Thomas gets him before he can get any yards. So on the Oklahoma 49, 2nd and 10. Indiana trying to provide a spark. Maybe they can try to come back. Only 3 rushes. Everybody else in back. And, yeah. And White drops the ball. You're trying to get momentum. You can't have drop balls. The ball hit him in the hand. I realize it's a running back, but still. You can't play this way. Okay, Payne dropping back to pass. Got a man in his face. He's just going to fire it. And it is almost picked off by the freshman Eric Bryant. That would have been bad because there was nobody around him to stop him from returning that 51 yards for a touchdown. So with a minute left to go, they do have to punt. So the question is now, what do you do as Oklahoma? I think as Oklahoma, as the far superior team, I think you go down and increase this lead. I think you play as normal. I think you play as if there's 1 minute left and you want to score. Here you go. Blitz picked up, but another one comes free. It was a very nice pickup. But Maurice Holland is able to beat to the inside. They picked up the outside blitz. Maurice Holland stunts to the inside and winds up sacking Brigham. Pistol formation for Brigham. I got a feeling they're just going to hand the ball off here. Yeah, they're running the clock down. I got a feeling they're just going to hand off the ball and attempt to get out of here. Indiana will probably call timeout. Now they're going to throw it. Brigham looking. He's going to throw. Had his man, but underthrown and almost picked off. He was looking for Outlaw, And McLeod almost picked it off on him. Sorry, that wasn't McLeod. This time they are going to hand off, and that's going to be Harper. He's going to go down. 13 seconds left to go. Indiana does call a timeout. So they probably will just try to launch one into the end zone wherever they get the ball after this punt. Punt taken at the 33 and just stuffed right there at the 35. Brad Williams can go nowhere. Well, let's see what happens. 6 seconds left to go. You probably can complete a quick out pattern, maybe get to the 50-yard line, get it a little bit closer. And he, and he is met by Zach Boone. Oklahoma decides to not sit back and try to defend a Hail Mary. They instead decide to go right at him. And at halftime, Oklahoma's defense is dominating Indiana. Oklahoma 17, Indiana nothing. It has basically been all Oklahoma. All Oklahoma. Brigham has played a great game. He has run the ball well when he needed to. He has passed. He has found his tight end love multiple times. Only been sacked that once. So the Oklahoma line is doing an okay job. They have not been able to get anything down the running. Good news is they don't need it right now. But that doesn't bode well for their next the next round. So we will see. There's a telling stat right there. 173 passing yards for Oklahoma, minus 13 rushing yards for Indiana, only 40 yards for Oklahoma, which seems more than I think that they should have. Probably Brigham is probably the leading rusher right now. As we get back to this game, let's see if Indiana can do something to pull themselves back into it. Remember, this is a 2 versus a 7 matchup. You don't expect the 7 seed to win this game. You don't expect it to be that close. But that's why they play the game. Oklahoma takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Brigham's going to have a quick throw out there. Going to break one tackle, and he's not going to get – that's Grant, and he's not going to get any further than that. Brigham drops back. He looks, he throws, and this time he's got number 84, and that's going to be Outlaw, Drew Outlaw. Second reception on the day. Moses in there tight. I'd watch for him on the inside release. I don't know what that was. Wow. All right. They wanted a quick pass, and Brigham pulled the trigger and was nowhere near his man. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Brigham drops back. He looks. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to be sacked. Indiana decides to bring the blitz, and that is Mark Dunlap getting in there. The half over to help the tackle on the outside linebacker, but left the blitzing cornerback a wide open alley to Brigham. So it's going to be forced to 3rd and 18. Now this is a hard pickup for any team. Brigham, another blitz. This time he's going to be sacked. The ball's going to be loose, and Indiana's going to pick it up. Indiana has the ball at the 25-yard line. That's Lawson's 2nd sack of the day, and that causes a fumble that puts Indiana with a little bit of life. That's that flat line going boop. And we'll see if we can get another boop in there. 17-0. Peter Payne takes over at the 25-yard line. Fake handoff, and he's going to take off, and he's going to run. He's not going to get very far. Michael Thomas has been all over him all game. And that's another tackle by the middle linebacker. Good old Peter Payne. Nice. We're the Lost Boys. I guess it's going to be Peter Payne and the Lost Boys. That's Indiana. Peter drops back. He looks. He throws over the middle, and he had his man but could not connect. Third and 8. Oklahoma's defense trying to step up big here. Indiana trying not to waste this beautiful opportunity. It's going to be a screen. He's going to throw to... Oh, my. Oh, you got to be kidding me. To your right of the screen is Hollis, and you can see he just beats Jordan straight from the snap. The throw is going to be nowhere near Hollis, way out of bounds. And you want to just rewind it a little bit. You look at that ball is thrown in the end zone down the sidelines. This is an easy touchdown. Safety can't get over. There is no way anybody from Oklahoma would have been able to help out, and that would have been an easy Indiana touchdown. All right, so it's going to be 4th and 8. Indiana has decided instead of going for a field goal to cut it within 14, they want a touchdown. Are they going to be able to do it? Payne drops back. He looks, he throws, and he's not going to be able to get it off in time. Defensive tackle Luis Horn comes right up the middle and just makes sure that Payne cannot get the ball off. And that is how Oklahoma is going to get back the ball. So a missed opportunity by Payne, missing a wide open Hollis in the end zone, leads to a failed 4th down conversion. Quick little pass out to Moses from Brigham. It's only going to be 1 yard. Indiana's going to stop him. So with the sack, the fumble, Indiana got hopeful and then just could not convert. Indiana hopeful would have definitely been up. It would have been out of their seats had they been able to connect with Hollis in the end zone. But it is what it is. Brandon Grant's going to be out at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10, as now Oklahoma's going to start moving the ball. Bring him in the shotgun, going to look towards the sidelines and make sure he gets the right play. Quick little pass to Moses. Moses stopped after 1 yard. So those little bubble screens not really doing anything. Moses can't break any tackles and get taken down straight at the 1. Single back, wide receiver set. Reminds me of the old Tecmo Bowl Houston Oilers formation. And there's Brigham. Hits Grant again. This time going to be inside the Indiana Hoosiers 40-yard line down to the 37, 1st and 10. So Oklahoma's going to start moving the ball on them. Brigham throws, caught, and that's Grant again. He's going to have another 1st down. So Love's not even in the ball game right now, but he now will find a more favorite receiver now in Grant. He's just going to pick a favorite receiver regardless of who's out there. Outlaw, the only wide receiver down. We're going to go for another quick little bubble screen to Outlaw. He still cannot break a tackle. So all they're doing is getting good statistics as far as completion percentage and catches, but that's it. Love is back in the ball game, so I'd watch for him. He's going to be blocking. Here comes a blitz. Love on a late release breaks 2 tackles and shoves himself in past the 1st down. He stayed in to block for a second, but it was a delayed release. A lot of people coming on the Indiana side. They were trying to force another turnover. Brigham drops back. Going to set up a screen. Screen's going to go nowhere. Anthony Harper, whether it's been catching the ball on screens or trying to run the ball, he is having one horrific day. And they're going to definitely have to do something about that in the 2nd round. They'll face the winner of South Carolina, Virginia Tech. If it's South Carolina, they're going to face. There's the throw. Wide open is Outlaw, and he's in for the touchdown. All right, so Oklahoma increases their lead to 24 on that play. And it's one of those things. Indiana could not capitalize on their open man. Oklahoma can. (24-20). Oklahoma leads Indiana. Indiana is going to have to get something going. We keep saying that every single time they touch the ball. Good seam there, but can only get up to the 24-yard line. Gonna look at Scott Brigham's number in the first and second half. Very consistent, very smooth. That is a man that's going to go high in the NFL draft. Peter Payne in the Lost Boys. Throw over the middle. That's going to be Marcus Hollis. This time they teamed up and got a 10-yard catch. Peter Payne, 9 for 18 yards. Or 9 for 18, 50% percentage. That hurts. And handoff's going to go to White. He's going to fumble. Oklahoma's going to recover. I think he was down. We're going to have to get a review here. 92 Marcus Miller picked up the fumble, but I think it's going to be overturned. I think White was down, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, he was down. He was plenty down. So of all the bad things that have happened to Indiana, at least this won't be one of them.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
It's going to be overturned. 3rd and inches for Indiana. On about their own 35-yard line, 34-yard line. Need to get to the 35 for first down. Double tight end set, shotgun. Payne drops back. He throws to one of the tight ends, and his tight end's got it, and he's got the first down. That's Jeff Beck down to the 43-yard line. So once again, Indiana's got a first down. If they only had done that the last time they had the ball, this might be a little bit of a different story. Indiana trying to move the ball, going to set up a screen, and he's going to have White, and there's going to have a train of blockers in the 40, the 30, down inside the Oklahoma 30-yard line at the 28. The boy ain't that fast, but at least he got something out of it. As you can see, the blockers picked up the Oklahoma beautifully. So, Indiana in Oklahoma territory again, this time in the 27-yard line. Payne drops back, he looks, he finds Hollis, and Hollis is going to be down inside. Sorry, that's Philip Green. Down inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Three wide receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. They're going to hand off the ball to Williams. Williams shucks him. That's Harper. Harper gets down, or White. How many people can I name and it not be the right one? Little game you can play at home. 2nd and 3 from the 7-yard line. Indiana trying to make this a game with 2:40 left to go in the game. Indiana throws, and it is going to be incomplete. He had it in his hands. So Philip Green takes an inside release, beats his man, has the ball in his hands, but it's Michael Thomas, the thorn in Indiana's side all day, winds up dislodging it right at the 1-yard line with a nice big hit. And Indiana again just having problems in the red zone, being able to execute and convert for touchdowns. Philip Green at the top of the screen, Hollis at the bottom of the screen. This is going to be an option play, and Payne's going nowhere. Payne is going nowhere. I think he had an opening just to dive down for the first down, but it's not going to happen. They're going to kick the ball, and disappointment all around. At least this kick will end the shutout. It's about the only thing good this kick does. any much of a shot to win this game, but it does break the shutout. And there's the kick. Going to be taken at the goal line. At the 20, the 25, the 30, and there was a gap there. And Outlaw could have just went from catching a touchdown to returning a kick for a touchdown. That was close. 2:10 left to go. Oklahoma up 24-3. Brigham's going to fake the handoff to Harper. He's going to throw downfield, and that's going to be Moses with a 12-yard catch. What you have seen so far from the Oklahoma offense is Brigham has been very good putting the ball in the money, and the Oklahoma Sooners receivers have been very good bringing it in. Can't get much better than that. This time it is going to be a handoff to Harper. Harper's going to go down after about a yard. They are going to have a flag, and that's going to be for a face mask. So, the most yards they've had all day on a ball that Harper has touched is going to be because of a 15-yard face mask. Man, Harper's had a bad day. Drops back, looks, he finds Love over the middle, and Love's going to be down around the 35-yard line of Indiana. Minute 40 left to go in the third. Oklahoma in full control at this point in time. You got a little bunch set up there, Moses and Love. That's a bad combination. Love stays back and actually pass coverage, and this time they go to the opposite, to the single wide receiver, Joseph Bailey, down at the bottom of the screen. And this set, watch for Love. You got a wide open top of your screen. It's going to be one-on-one. Love's going to actually stay in and block, and Bingham's just going to run it. Only going to get 2 yards. So here we go. We're going to set up at the 23-yard line. Brigham's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to fire over the center. He had Moses, but just overthrew him. And that's probably one of the only miscues I've seen today from Brigham. He did throw a pass to nowhere for no apparent reason, but he's been pretty accurate all day, and that's going to be Joseph. That's going to be Brandon Joseph on the catch. Joseph, 5 catches, 45 yards. Sets up a 4th and 1 in which Oklahoma, for some reason, is going to go for it. Maybe to send a statement home. He's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to throw, and that's going to be Brandon Joseph again inside the 15-yard. 1st down, 4th down conversion for Oklahoma. Keeps the drive alive and keeps the hope of going up 4 touchdowns. Looks to the sidelines. Coach, are you kidding me? Did we really go for it on 4th down when we're crushing these people? Brigham looks. All the time in the world, he's just going to throw it out of bounds. That's a good incompletion. Did not force it. Did not take the sack. Just threw it out of bounds. It's something that you got to teach quarterbacks. Love at the top of your screen, bunched in. He's going to slow release, and that is going to be only for a 2 yard. No, it's going to be no yards. I thought he picked up 2 yards. It's going to be his 9th reception, but it's not going to go anywhere. The 2 people you got to look for, Moses and Love. Moses is not in the game. Love is in the regular tight end at the top of the screen. Brigham steps back. He's going to look. He got a lot of time, and he's got his man, Joseph Bailey, for a touchdown. Got his feet down. Beautiful reception. And that puts Oklahoma up 31-3. 1 second left to go in the third. A 28-point lead for Oklahoma, as this 4th quarter is going to be a formality. Taken down at the 19-yard line. As we said before, the 4th quarter is going to be a formality. Oklahoma in full control of this one. And you can see a couple nice catches there by the Oklahoma receiving crew. Oklahoma will be moving on. And I believe they're heading to, I have no idea, actually. I think they're the Holiday Bowl. They're going to move on to the Holiday Bowl and face the winner. I definitely know they're facing the winner of Virginia Tech, South Carolina. If it's going to be South Carolina, it will be a rematch of the game. They were up 27-7. I said this before. They were up 27-7 late in the third. The Gamecocks scored a touchdown to cut it to within 13. And then the very next play for Oklahoma, it would be Brigham getting sacked, a fumble, much like happened with Indiana. Only Robert Parrish picked up the ball and ran it back for a touchdown, cutting the lead to 6. A shell-shocked Oklahoma team just was not able to recover. And they didn't start looking like Oklahoma until it was 38-27. And by that time, there really wasn't much they could do. They put in a late touchdown. They were not able to get the onside kick. And they went down 38-35. Otherwise, they would be undefeated. Nice breaking tackle there by White. White gets down to the 40-yard line. So Indiana trying to show a little bit of hope there. They, 7 minutes left. Stranger things have happened, but it ain't going to happen. They can look back at that missed pass from Payne to Hollis, and the dude was wide open it would have been wide open in the end zone. I think that was a turning point of this game. You walk in here, you know Oklahoma's going to win. You know it. You have one team who knows they're going to win, one team who hopes they can win. Oklahoma was the team who knew that they were going to win. Indiana, obviously, the team that hopes you're going to win. If you hope you're going to win, you have to be perfect. Good throw there down inside the 10-yard line. So they're going to try to put a touchdown on these guys. But you have to be perfect. If you're the team that hopes they're going to win, you have to be perfect. You get a fumble on Oklahoma's 25-yard line. You have to make that pass to the open area in the end zone, and Hollis has to come up with a catch. Brandon Holmes will come up with a catch, and that will cut the lead 31-9. I'm assuming they're going to kick an extra point because there's no real reason to go for 2. Now, the question here is a lot of coaches in this game will go for an onside kick. That's going to be unfortunate. They're going to kick it off. Okay. Kick it off, try to make a turnover, try to put this a 2-score game. Now it's on Indiana's defense at this point in time. Indiana has got to either 3 and out or at best get a turnover here. The way Bringham's been playing, it'd be hard pressed to do that. The throw over the middle, that's Moses. He's down to the 40-yard line. So Indiana's defense Indiana has just been overmatched. They've fought hard. We'll see if they can pull something out here. Bringham's dropping back. He throws and misses a wide open Outlaw. Outlaw made a little bit slant over the middle, was wide open, and could have caught it and ran for days. So Brigham, another little hitch there, and basically a perfect game. Drops back, he throws, he hits, he's got Moses this time. Moses does break 1, but cannot break 2 simultaneous tackles, and is down after a 7-yard completion. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Brigham looks to the sidelines, make sure he's got the right play in. Going to fake to Harper, and he's going to ditch it off to Grant just shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and inches. So Indiana's going to get the ball back here with 5:30 left to go. Yeah. Anything can happen. Oh, boy. Oh, try to get a little backspin on that one. Anytime that ball pops up, You got to worry about how you're going to, about where you're going to start. Are you going to start at the 20? Or are you going to start with your heels on the end zone? Payne and the Lost Boys. Peter Payne and the Lost Boys. Payne drops back, finds his receiver just for about a 3-yard reception. That's Brad Williams.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
They got to hurry up. They got to hurry up. They're down by 3 touchdowns. There's a lack of urgency here. You're down by 3 touchdowns. You need to score as soon as possible. Payne drops back on the screen, and that's going to be a trailing defensive tackle that actually makes the play there. And you only get a yard off of it. 3rd and 7, 4:30 left to go in the game. Indiana trying to spark a miraculous comeback. Payne just going to ditch it off. He can't find anybody, and that is Richard White, who just gets slammed. Here, thanks for catching my ball. Have a helmet to the head. And boom. Nice. So they're going to punt it away with 4:15 left to go. Indiana could not find the same spark that they used to get down there and score a touchdown. So Oklahoma is going to get the ball, and they're going to get the ball with very good field position here. 4 minutes left to go. They don't need to score. They just need to run as many plays as possible. That's really your goal at this point in the game. Run as many plays as possible. Don't get hurt. You're going on to the 2nd round. Screen play to Harper. Harper breaks wide. He can't break the tackle. He tried and picks up 2 yards. That is a man that I would not want to be. If there is anybody who's not very happy on that Oklahoma sidelines when they go walking off into the locker room, it is going to be Harper. He has had a horrible day. Another quick. There's what they're looking for. They're waiting for Moses to break a tackle. He can't get any steam. Moses against a cornerback is just a nightmare for a cornerback. You try bringing him down. And that's what they've been trying to do. He did get he did break 1 tackle, but was not able to break any more tackles as Moses catches another pass. That's going to be 10 receptions for Moses. Fairly short passes. Brigham 41 for 51 overall. He's thrown the ball a lot. And Oklahoma's taken off another minute off the clock with that drive. Obviously not what they wanted to do, but up 3 scores, taking a minute off halfway through the 4th quarter is just as good as anything else. In fact, they're going to take more than a minute off because they let it run down right before the punt. Any backspin this time? No. Right into the stands. So Indiana takes over with 2:43 left to go in the game. Down by 3 touchdowns. You know, it's been said and done, but why not? Why not me? And that's why, because Payne tries to do something, and Marco Miller takes him down, defensive end for Oklahoma. They don't. The front 4 of Oklahoma, well, the front 3, depending on most of the time they play with only 3 set and a linebacker. This time they're going to come out in 4. They don't get much recognition at all. Their corner covers do. And there's Payne going to take off. And he's going to get 9 yards, so he's going to be close to the 1st down. But with 2 minutes left to go, they got to move it. They got to move it. Payne can't be taken off running. He's got to deliver the ball downfield. Oklahoma has held Indiana for a 2 for 11 on 3rd down. And that throw is going to be 2 for 12. As a very nice defensive play by Kelly. And as I was saying before, the cover corners, the covered DBs of these guys have everything. Harper stood up at the line, but will just barely fight forward for the 1st down. So they get a 1st down. They get a 4th down conversion. But here comes the clock ticking away. Now Oklahoma has their goal line D in. So this, just go deep. Just absolutely go deep. drop back and gun the ball deep. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw, and it's going to be overthrown. He was looking for his halfback cutting across towards the sidelines. Just could not get it there. Payne drops back. He looks, and he is just going to be blasted by Marco Miller. Marco Miller, another sack on the day. That's 3. Move on the tackle. And Marco Miller and big old number 97, Luis Horn. Meat, basically on Payne. And it's going to be 3rd and 18. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go to the end of this game. And Oklahoma advancing to the second round. Payne drops back. That's not Payne. Backup quarterback, whoever that is, completes a ball to Jeff Beck. As Payne took a hit. That's Ricky Whitworth. Payne took a hit, and those two big guys converging on him. I can see why they got hurt. They're setting up a screen, and it's going nowhere. With a minute left to go, you might as well just chuck the ball in the end zone. Not kidding you. You need to score in the next 3 seconds to have a shot. So you might as well just heave it right into the end zone right here. Play fake. That's fooling nobody. Throw towards the sidelines. Whitworth is off the mark. So not only was Payne off the mark for a lot of the game, he was also off the mark. 3 for 13 and 3rd down. Whitworth drops back. He looks. He throws deep. And that is going to be knocked down. Beautiful coverage by number 29. Jake Lawson. That's a safety. Whitworth drops back. He looks. He's going to find pressure, but he's going to get rid of it. And it's going to be nowhere near his man, but closer to 3 other Oklahoma Sooners. And if you had any hope as an Indiana fan, I'm sorry if you still had hope at that point in time, but it's definitely over now. Handoff is going to go to Harper, who's going to be hit for another loss. Lawson is doing a great job. As far as Indiana is concerned, that defensive end has played beautifully in this game. And there's Harper. Harper barrels forward, and I think that's his longest run of the day. 4 yards, 10 carries, 13 yards. And as we said before, the longest play that Harper was responsible for was a 15-yard face mask. That is not the play of the game. The play of the game was definitely Payne missing the mark and throwing it when he had a wide open Hollis in the end zone. But Oklahoma played well. I'm not saying Indiana lost it at all. Oklahoma did exactly what you'd expect from a team with more talent than the other team. They played well. Brigham showed that he is a quarterback to be reckoned with because Oklahoma could not get the run game down. So Brigham single-handedly provides the offense for Oklahoma as the Oklahoma Sooners, behind a tenacious defense, both in the front and in pass coverage, beat the Indiana Hoosiers 31-10 and will go on to the second round. They will face, in the Holiday Bowl, they will face the winner of South Carolina, Virginia Tech. So could it be a rematch from that week 1 game? I know Oklahoma is itching to make up for losing that 20-point lead. So it'll be an interesting one. South Carolina wins and goes on to the second round. This will be a very interesting second round matchup. Apparently, I talked all the way through the highlights. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, you'll be watching some more as we continue this 32-team test in preparation for the reset that will start with the 2014 roster at the end of the regular season. So we'll get to see if the final 4 teams in that 4-team playoff happen to be the same teams in this 32 playoff. Apparently we've got an excited fan sitting next to me. You guys have fun.